What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. It's Nomadic Zig, and we have one upgrade to talk about, and it's the microphone. Got a new microphone and got hooked up with a microphone, and it's a used one. Blue ball. Got me a blue ball here, and let me know how it's coming through. Let me know how the microphone sounds. And then I do have memes of the week queued up, so I'll be showing you that. I've got to tell you what happened to me at this truck stop because your boy's an idiot, and I'm now stuck at this truck stop for a minute. I'll get into that in a second. But I also would like to grind down some flour and make a little schmuck with you guys while we're waiting for more people to join. So let's just pick out some. Ooh, my table's messy. The table's messy. You can't put the flour on that. There we go. So how y'all doing? I am some random truck stop in between here and there. I was about to leave, but your boy's an idiot, and I left the key on in my van, right? And so let me restart. Yesterday, I disconnected the van, pulled it off of the trailer, drove into town, got some stuff, and when I drove back, I didn't put it back on the dolly. I just parked it right behind the dolly. Well, I woke up this morning, I went back there to drive it up onto the dolly and strap everything down, and the battery was dead because my dumbass had left the keys on all night long. And my charger, or my jump pack, to jump start the van is dead. So I'm currently charging it off of my solar right now. So in case, that's a nice life lesson. If you're gonna be traveling, leave your jump pack charged. Otherwise, you might have to charge it with your solar. And it's been charging all morning, and it's still not even close to being done. So I think I won't be leaving this spot until tomorrow. I think my jump pack will be charging most of the day. Let me clean off this camera real quick. There we go. Is that gooder? I think that's better. So, yeah, I screwed up. And now I'm here for, now I'm here for the foreseeable future until this jump pack charges. It's still in the red. So, I don't know how long it takes. I should have already had this charged. I was literally in Sacramento. I could have plugged it in at any point while I was there and didn't. But thankfully I do have solar, and thankfully it isn't that big of a, loss. Just time. Just losing out on some time. But I wasn't in any rush to get down south, So, what's up, Mischief? Welcome to the stream. Uncle Jesus is in the house. How y'all doing? I think there's more people in the stream. There's 9 people watching. Don't forget to hit the like button while you're in here. It helps me out. I do have memes of the week queued up. I got some decent memes this week. And remember, you guys can submit your memes to me. No political memes. Please, no religious memes. Just stuff that we're all going to enjoy. But you can do that by sending it to my Facebook or my email address, which is all in my link tree pinned at the top of the comments. Right now I'm getting some flour off of some stems so we can hang out properly. Hang out proper, you know what I mean? Uncle Jesus says, hello, got you this time. Yeah, man, you missed the last one. You missed the last one. It's all good, you're here now. This is some pretty stemmy smoke that I've got here. Some friends hooked me up. And it's stemmy, but I don't have any other way of getting smoke because my ID is expired. I did renew my driver's license, but it's sitting in Oregon waiting for me to get an address down south that I can have it sent to. So in the meantime, I can't properly go get tobacco. I can't go get weed. I just gotta wait. That's what I had to do. I disconnected my van yesterday to go get some tobacco, and my dumbass left the van accessories on. Because I'm dumb. Because I'm stupid. Dave is not around. No, Dave has been on a road trip with his grandmother. I haven't seen Dave in like a month. You missed the last couple of streams, bro, but you could have watched them afterwards and seen what was happening. But no, Dave is on a road trip with his 90-year-old grandmother. And for those wondering, D Low, our tech guy, in the background handling all the tech, back there in the studio. And there's his that's his links to everything. Desert Rat 96. He has like Cashapp. He's got Venmo. He's got PayPal. Actually, I think he's missing one of those. I don't know. If you guys ever want to donate to my tech guy, feel free to. But nope, just me and Zag traveling again in the motorhome. Currently parked. I would show you I couldn't get my other webcam to get detected by the computer today, and I'm not exactly honestly sure why. So I just disconnected it. Now I can't even find the damn thing. Oh, here it is. I guess I could try to hook it up again and then show y'all where I'm at. Where's the rest of the gang? What gang? What are you talking about? The rest of the gang. I don't know who you mean, sir. I haven't been able to get this other webcam working, and I'm not sure why. Nope, see, that doesn't work. It's plugged in. Man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Hello? Hello? I'm gonna have to tinker with this some more. I don't know. Oh, the rest of the YouTube gang. The rest of the people who watch. I don't know. There's 13 people watching right now. If you're watching, if you're a lurker, say hi. Like I said, I do have an upgrade. I got this nice little blue ball microphone. It's literally what it's called. I didn't name it, and I know it's white, and I can't see blue. But it says blue on it. So, and it's a ball. So I got me a blue ball microphone that someone hooked up with. Nope, looks like it's just Uncle Jesus and Mischief in the house today. Oh. But I'm just killing some time since I killed the battery on the van. It's parked behind the motorhome, so I'm charging up my the jump box here. I'm kind of wondering, for being honest, if I could plug it in, right? Because it's plugged in with an extension cord to charge it. If it would work with it plugged in to 110. You know what I mean? But after this live stream, I'm going to try to get this van running, jump it. And then I'm going to leave this thing plugged in all night long and probably get out of here tomorrow. I am at Love's? I think I'm at Love's. They all kind of blend together at this point. They're all kind of the same thing. How do I tow my van without disconnecting the drive shaft? I put it on a car dolly. And then you don't have to worry about that. If I was towing it with all four wheels on the ground, I would have to disconnect the drive shaft because my van is not designed to be flat towed. But if you lift the front end up, you don't have to do that. So put it on a car dolly, just like anything else that's not designed to be flat towed. If it's all-wheel drive, you have to have all four wheels off the ground, but mine's not all-wheel drive, so just throw it on a car dolly. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you've seen me put it up on the car dolly, so. But it's not on the car dolly now because, like I said, my dumb ass Um, I I killed the battery, so I gotta jump start it. And I do have cables, and I guess I could jump start it with the motorhome, but the motorhome and the van are too far away from each other for the cables to reach. So, oh, it's front wheel drive. Yeah, it's front wheel drive. It's a minivan, bro. It's a minivan. All right, let's get this grinder out. YouTube updated some stuff, so I'm just seeing some new options for the stream. Like, I could switch it right now to members only live stream. That's kind of neat. We've all left the switch on. No switch. Yeah, I did that. That was me. I'm usually not that forgetful. I'm usually a lot better about that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I don't know what was going on with me yesterday when I got back. But I was going to wake up. I was going to hook up. And then I was going to bounce today. Get a little farther down the road. But unfortunately, that's not how it worked out. I'm going to be here tonight. Tomorrow, I'll get this. Maybe the van will get hooked up tonight. I don't know. We'll see. That took a lot of wind out of my sails this morning, so I haven't been in a big rush. I've just been letting this thing charge. And, like, in my mind, I've, like, just said it, like, okay, you're leaving tomorrow, not today. And then I'll get a little closer to Imperial Valley, get a little closer to Slab City, get a little closer to Bombay Beach. So, you know, get a little closer each day, a little closer. I'm in no rush. I've really, really been taking my time on this trip. Usually I travel much faster, and it's a little more stressful than this, but as I get farther and farther south, the spots to park get better and better. So I was looking forward to getting a little further south today and getting a little bit better spot, but yeah, not this time, not today. But that's okay, because you guys, you know, we get to hang out. And it's all good. I do have, like I said, some memes of the week queued up. I'm going to be showing you guys. In fact, I can show you the first one now. How do we do this? There it is. This is just the queuing page. This is actually my friend's wall at their house. They love me so much, they put up a poster. But yeah, this is the first meme. There's a lot to unpack here. First of all, if I saw that coming out of a booty hole, I think it'd freak me the fuck out. I think I would be scared. Like, what the fuck? What is going on? What are some other things you could put on the end of a plug to make it funny? Like a doll arm? Like, coming out? Oh, man. There's a lot to unpack here. Why in the absolute shit would you get it tattooed on you? That's the other part that I'm super confused about. I think that is definitely a woman's garb. This is like a woman's that's lace. Woman's clothes doesn't necessarily mean it's a woman. It's 2025, but what? Oh, I'd be so freaked out if I seen that. That's your first meme of the week. I got more. We'll go through them as the live stream progresses. But there's your first one, butt plug squirrel, or whatever that is. Get some rest and food in your belly. Yeah. I gotta get some food in my belly. I actually haven't eaten today. Now that you mention it, so. I do need to get some food in my belly. You're absolutely right. We'll get there. Get some smoke in my lungs first, then some food in my belly. You know how it goes. Why is there's always a hair in your weed, dude? There's always that one might have been mine, but there's almost always a hair in my weed. And I know it's not always mine. I bet you I've smoked some of Zag's hair before. 100%. I've smoked some of my dog's hair in my weed. this grinded up and packed up. But yeah, this is your nomadic live stream. You guys, welcome. Welcome road dogs. Welcome homies. Welcome subscribers. This is your break from politics, your break from the bullshit. We're not going to cover any of that stuff here. Even though I could, there's a lot going on. We're not gonna. This is your break from all that. Hey, what's up, Liberated? Good to see you, dude. Just chilling with my new microphone. You guys like the microphone? Does it sound good? Do I sound good? Or does it sound like crap? Like, be honest. Tito says, was only watching a video in Slabs, an old video in Slabs eating breakfast burrito. You watching me eat a breakfast burrito? An old video in Slabs eating a breakfast... Oh, you're eating a breakfast burrito. Watching an old video in the Slabs. I got you. And it's not a new microphone. It's just new to me. It's definitely a used microphone that I was hooked up with. But I ain't mad about it. Right now I'm looking for my little Packer thing. Where'd it go? Is it behind you? It is. There it is. Nope, that's not it. Never mind. I lied. Oh, there it is. Found it. Yeah, boy. So what's up? What are y'all doing? What are you burning on? Let me know in the comments. I have no idea what strain this is. They told me, but I forgot. What up, Annie? Lurking no more, huh? Welcome, welcome. That microphone is a keeper. Oh, it sounds good, huh? Yeah, we can actually like sing now, like blah. Don't ask me to do that again. I know I'm not a singer, but I do have a decent microphone now. Slowly but surely building me a little studio in the motorhome. I'm hoping, actually, I got some ideas as far as a studio goes. I would like to sit up in the front two seats, aim them towards each other, and then I can interview people, you know what I mean? I could have two cameras, record the interview, have microphones on both sides, and then, edit it and post it. So maybe I could do interviews with some other, YouTubers or travelers or whatnot, and just have like a little studio built up in the front of the motorhome. But in the meantime, my dumbass has to wait for my jump pack to charge because I killed the battery on my van yesterday. I left the accessories on and didn't know I did that. So woke up this morning to hook the van up and it was dead. And then I had to go dig out my jump pack. It was also dead. So now I'm just charging up the jump pack so I can go charge up the van. Hey, what's up, B&K? Good to see you guys. What have I been up to, Liberated? I've just been traveling, man. Just been driving south. From truck stop to truck stop, really. I'm working my way south. I was staying in Sacramento with some friends for the last month or so. But now it's, time to go. It was time to leave there and head south, so that's where I'm at now. I'm somewhere in between here and there. On my way down. Motorhome video, please. What do you mean? I've done a motorhome video. Did an entire video dedicated to the motorhome. Do you want more? Another one? Sometimes y'all just out yourself and don't be watching my channel. That was the last video I did, I think, was, the SS Sisson video. Getting it all ready to leave. What would you guys like to see in the motorhome video? You guys ready for the next meme? I got memes of the week queued up. And here, I'll post I'll put the next one up. Next one's a pretty funny one, actually. I also posted this one to my Facebook, so if you follow me on Facebook, this one won't be new to you, but I'll put it up in about 10 minutes or so. Unless, of course, I get a dono. If I get a dono, I'll post it sooner. You ain't gotta be a baller to give $1. Oh, man, I'm actually, like, bummed out. Because I was actually planning on being, like, on the road right this very second. But I couldn't get the van up on the dolly, so it'll be tomorrow. I stayed here yesterday, and I was like, well, one day is enough. Interior video tour will be cool. Well, you're going to have to wait for that because I mean, I could give you one, but it's a mess right now because I'm carrying a bunch of my friends' stuff. My RV is so packed full to the gills at the moment because I am carrying a bunch of George's stuff with me down to his daughter. And when I get there, I'll be able to give her a bunch of stuff and get all this stuff out of the RV, and then I'll be able to clean up the RV. But in the meantime, yeah, you have to wait for a minute, and then I'll give a tour of the SS system once I get it all completely set up the way I wanted to be, you know. But we're not there yet. I haven't been able to set it up the way I wanted to. Like, I'm carrying like 3 cabinets, 3 like closets. There's closets in here. There's 3 closets full of shit, and my shower is full of stuff. Even there's stuff laying around my floor. So it's just not very organized right now. Definitely looks like, you know, it's a mess. So once I get all of George's stuff out of here and then I'll be able to do a good tour of the motorhome. Well, that was hot. I think I poked a hole in it. And I need water. Oh, man, I'm a mess today. I am a mess today. I can't believe I killed the van battery. But it's okay, I got a way out. Yeah, I'm never completely stuck. I'm just stuck for a minute. Because once this jump pack finishes charging, I'll be able to get the van running and get it up on the dolly. And then I can get out of here. I have a weakness for old motorhomes. Dude, this one's old. I mean, not as old as my van was. I mean, this is a early 90s motorhome. And it does need some work. It could use some beautification, you know what I mean? But it's home sweet home. This is going to be the last journey of the motorhome, though. I'm not going to take it out on any more long trips. This will be it. Like, in the summertime, I'm going to park it somewhere and travel in the van. And in the wintertime, I'll come back down, pull it out of storage, and this will be my house. But I will show you guys the motorhome as soon as, like, the interior video tour. Yeah, I will definitely do that once I just am able to organize it the way I want it to be organized. Right now, it's just a clusterfuck, dude. You know what I mean? What are y'all burning on? Let me know in the comments. Let me know, chat. What's up? What are you guys smoking? Are you smoking? And if you're not smoking, why not? I do like these classic vehicles too, Uncle Jesus. I like vintage van life type of stuff, even though that's already a channel, someone's channel. I've met that guy before down in Quartzsite. Yeah, I do like the older stuff, the retro stuff. Would you rather have your Dodge or the motorhome? Yeah, so would I rather have, that's a good question. Would I rather have Vanagon or the SS system? I personally would rather have the van, the high top van. Like, there were some downfalls with the van, don't get me wrong, but it was exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean? It was a sick little van. The minivan is too small. This is too big. You need a Sprinter. Just saying. Yes, I do. I do need a Sprinter. If anyone out there wants to donate a Sprinter van or a ProMaster or whatever to me, I would take it. I would 100% take that. And, that would be my new vehicle. But, sometimes it's just, it's like a beggar's chooser situation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have the $20,000 or more for one of those vans. And I did have the opportunity to get this, so. But yeah, I would prefer to have the van again back. That was a pretty sick van. B&K smoking on some Acapulco Gold. Hell yeah. I don't know what this is. It was homegrown by some friends of mine. They hooked me up. I actually watched them harvest it, so. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It does the trick, you know what I mean? You guys, ready for the next meme of the week? I didn't get no donations, so we're gonna wait 3 minutes. It's your fault. It's 3 minutes. You guys can do this. You guys can wait 3 minutes, but I gotta be a man of my word, This big size is scary if it breaks down, Tito says. Yeah, dude, it did break down once. I threw a belt. I threw a belt in Idaho and lost power steering right away. All the dash lights came on like Houston, we have a problem. Lost the power steering. That was the scariest thing. This thing is probably the hardest steering wheel for me to turn, even while it was rolling. In order to get it off to the side of the road. And it was overheating as I'm going through this, overheating fast. So I had to just shut it down real quick so it didn't damage the motor. But got the belt slapped back on there and got on the road. But you're right, it is way more stressful to drive this motorhome than it is to drive like a van. You just take it slow. You just take things slow and you do your best. But it is more stressful for sure. And he says, can you do a deep clean of your RV? I find cleaning videos so satisfying and motivating. I mean, yeah, I could do a deep clean, but so yes and no. I could go get a steam cleaner or a carpet cleaner. That would be very, very helpful for this motorhome. But that's money I just don't have to spend. You know what I mean? So we could do a deep clean. It just wouldn't be deep cleaned. I keep it clean as I can. But at the same time, it's organizing that I need to do. I don't have space for my stuff. I don't have space in this for stuff. So it's spilling out. I've got tubs sitting on the floor, box sitting on the floor in the back of the motorhome, just shit all over the place next to the bed. I don't have any room to store anything, so it's just out. And that's the part that I need to do. It's not necessarily the cleaning, it's the organizing and where does this go? When you're traveling, everything needs a spot. When you're living minimally like this and you don't have a lot of room that you might have in a house, everything needs to have a spot. And if it doesn't, it starts looking cluttered. So that's where I'm at with it. I need to organize everything. I need to go through it front to back, pull everything out, find a spot for everything, something that makes sense. Plus, there's still a lot of stuff in here that George had in here that I need to make sure his daughter gets. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? It will be clean. You got to give me a few months, so maybe not that long. But anyways, I do have a home. Yeah, Tito, you're right. I do have a home. And like I said, I'll put this thing in storage in the winter, in the summer, and in the winter I'll pull it out and live in it. It'll be my home. If I was to end up getting some land somewhere in Tucson, somewhere down south, somewhere I can stay in the winter, it would just stay on that land. And then I would travel in the van. But I don't have that. I don't have that spot yet. I do have a spot up, in higher elevation. It's a good spot for summer. I do have property in New Mexico, but not in lower elevation. So. Oh shit, it's meme of the week time. Alright, this next meme, I found this on Facebook. I posted it on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, you've already seen it, but it was still funny. Funny enough that I have to show it again. Worst advice I was ever given as a kid was eat all your food. so you'll be big and strong. And now just fucking look at me. I actually laughed pretty hard at that. Worst advice I ever was given as a kid: eat all your food, and you'll be big and strong. Now just look at me. Fucking look at me. Yeah. I relate to this guy. I relate to him hard. He's sitting Indian style as a fat guy, but man, that's so funny. I fucking laughed so hard when I saw that. If you want a copy of this meme, go to my Facebook. I posted it. You'll be able to rip it off of my page. You can find my Facebook on Linktree, which is posted at the top of the comments, probably down here or over there somewhere, maybe over here, wherever your comments are. Here's your meme of the week. Yep. And that's true, man. They're like, eat all your food. You're going to grow up big and strong. It's never like, eat healthy food so you grow up big and strong. It's not eat your food, exercise, go for walks, and then you'll be big and strong. It's just eat. Eat your food. Eat your food, you'll be big and strong like Dad. And then Dad looks like that. But when you're a little kid, you think that's big and strong. So funny, dude. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, man, I got problems nobody else has. I'm glad you guys like the microphone. I'm wondering, how it works when there's a lot of, ambient noise around. I know it picks me up pretty well right now, but I'm wondering, if there was traffic or something, would it be obnoxious? Would it be too much? I got more memes queued up, too, guys. I got more memes for memes of the week. We'll show the next one here in 10 minutes or so. And then I'll show a meme early if we get any donos. I am driving through California, and the price of gas here is over $5. I just paid $5.15 at the last gas station. $200 in fuel for the motorhome. So, any donations will be helpful. If anyone wants to sponsor a gallon of California diesel, would be much obliged. Super grateful. If I do a video of me cleaning the motorhome, especially if it's a live stream, you'll see me just I organize things in the most ass backwards way, right? But I pull everything out. I make one pile for everything, right? There's it's like subjects, or it's like I make a pile for electronics, a pile for tools, a pile for clothes, a pile for, anything else, anything you think of. And electronics can go a few different ways, too, because I got several different types of electronics. I've got my server, which currently isn't set up, but I'll go grab it and show you guys what it looks like. So for those of you who know that I have a movie server. I've built my own Netflix in my motorhome. It's currently pulled down because while I'm driving, it'll fall down if it's where it's usually at. But this is just a miniature PC right here, right? Just a Dell mini PC. This runs the server. This is what runs Zigflix. It runs all the automatic robots that download everything for me. This is a Wi-Fi card. But it's just a miniature PC. I picked this up for $60 off of Facebook Marketplace in Las Vegas. Or maybe I was in LA, actually. I think I was in LA. I don't remember. It was either LA or Vegas. But anyways, it was $60. It's got the i7 or the i9. I think it's the i9, actually. Processor in it. Oh, no, it's i7. So it's got the i7 processor in it. And it runs all that stuff. I don't even need a monitor hooked up to this, because it just, when I turn it on, automatically starts doing everything. But I also have ad blocker on my network. I have a couple of web pages that I host on my network. Web pages that you can only access if you're on my network. And they run off of this little cluster right here. So I have two Raspberry Pis built into this little cluster. One of them's right there. There's a Raspberry Pi. And the other one's on the bottom right here. So, 2 Raspberry Pis linked together through a network switch. This thing also connects to the network switch. My mini PC. And these together, this is my server. This is my Zigflix. This is my entertainment. I've also got literally all of Wikipedia downloaded and hosted on that webpage too. So if, like, let's say, the internet goes out or whatever, like, I'll still have internet. At least I'll have information. I won't have, like, the whole internet, obviously, but I will have Wikipedia. All of Wikipedia downloaded. Pictures and everything. It's a pretty big file, but if, let's say something happens where, we would like to have that information, there's, when was the last time you saw an encyclopedia? So if we ever lose our digital, our ability to get online, or power or something, I'll still have stuff. I still got Zigflix. I still got Wikipedia. See? But that's what all that stuff runs off of. Usually it's all plugged in. I am going to be starting in the next year or so, probably this winter, I'll be starting a new YouTube channel. And I'm going to call it Nomad Tech. And I'm just going to feature technology, dude. I'm going to show you guys stuff that might make your nomadic adventure kind of cool. Maybe show you guys how to build one of these systems, how to build one of these, how to have all of Wikipedia at your fingertips. So maybe if you're camped somewhere that you don't have signal, and you want to learn how to make a fish trap in a river or something, you could look it up on my network. So hey man, you could trade that RV for another high top. I don't know, man. This motorhome is not worth as much as like the van was. The van was worth more than this thing. And it's George's daughter has first dibs on this RV. If I ever decide to get rid of it, I told her that, if I ever decide to get rid of it, she gets first dibs on it. So, we'll see how that goes. But, I could pull it off. I could pull it off with this thing in the winter and the van in the summer. The van will be better on fuel. I've traveled in the van before. It's not great, but I will have less stuff with me. Last time my van was just packed to the roof with everything. So, next time I would like to spend this winter building out the van, build out the van, make it a little more comfortable. So when I hit the road, I don't have to bring everything with me that I own. I could keep stuff in here, throw it in storage. But it'll be a little more comfortable to travel in the van, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of my plan. It would be cool to be able to get rid of the minivan, actually, and get a bigger van. That would be cool. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I do the best with what I got. And I think for someone who makes $1,000 a month, I do pretty good. You know what I mean? I think I do all right compared to a lot of people who make $1,000 a month. I know people who make more than me and have less stuff because they got habits. And I know I have habits. I'm well aware. But they got worse ones that cost more money. So I would actually be sitting prettier if I'd quit smoking. Let's see. I got a meme for you guys. This one isn't gonna make as much sense to people who don't travel, but if you're in a motorhome or you've done the motorhome thing before, this will be kind of funny. But yeah, we'd just like to have a moment of silence for all of those forced to winterize their campers. This is for people who don't snowbird. This is for people who actually stay in the winter. This is for people who their RVs are going to be in real cold conditions and they have to winterize it so their pipes don't burst. We can have a moment of silence for them because I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to winterize my camper. I've owned campers for the last decade, never winterized one. Whether it's a motorhome or a trailer, never had to winterize them. You know why? Because I don't stay where it's cold and you have to winterize it. I go to where it's not cold so you don't have to winterize it. That's what I do. But I grabbed that one. I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny. like I said, it may not apply to everyone out there, but it applied to me, and I thought it was funny, so we grabbed it. I got a news article I could show y'all from my hometown. I don't know. It's not like slow news. You know what I mean? Like it's not like news agencies are real struggling with like, oh, what should we post in the news today? But for some reason, my local news channel, KTVZ in Bend, Oregon, thought it was a slow news day. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but they decided to tell us new Starbucks. Oh, look at the Starbucks. A new Starbucks next to Costco features a drive-thru. Why? Why is that news? Why is... Oh my god. What? Don't they all? Why is that news? It features a drive-thru. Like, what would you like people to know? What would you like people to know about your new Starbucks? We have a drive-thru. What in the fuck are you thinking? Like, why is that? I feel like the journalists that had to write this probably spent years like going to journalist school or whatever. They got their major in English or journalism. Finally get a job at a news agency in Bend, Oregon, of all places, because Bend is actually a beautiful place to live. And if you could do your dream job in Bend, Oregon, trust me, you're not going to be unhappy. It's beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful town. And your first fucking assignment is to not get taken seriously. It features a drive-thru. That's your assignment. I didn't grab the article. I didn't open it. I just screenshotted that and laughed because that's what made the news. And like I said, like Gaza, Palestine, you know, whatever Trump's stirring up lately, there's plenty of stuff to write about, you guys. Like sending troops to Portland, ICE, but this is what they went with. This is important, guys. We need to tell them about the drive-thru at the Costco Starbucks. And this is I don't understand, because all of our Starbucks in Bend have a drive-thru. Every one of them. So how that made the news is just blows my mind. Not exactly a meme, I know, but it fucking cracked me up that some journalists actually had to write that story. That was like their assignment for the day. Stupid dude. You know what I do need, though, for being honest, is I need a podcast, right? Like I need an actual tech guy in the background, somebody that's like, I'll do it. I need an actual tech guy, not a fucking cartoon hot dog. I need, and then guests. Having guests on would be pretty cool. But I just don't stick around anywhere long enough for that to make sense. Like, consistently make sense. So it'd be like episodes whenever I could find a guest to interview, I guess. But I guess I could do this as a podcast. Memes of the Week is picking up. If you guys have any other ideas of things I could do on the podcast, let me know. But an actual tech guy in the background, having a little studio where two people can sit and have a conversation with each other. A couple of microphones like this maybe, or maybe the ones on the booms like they have, like it's got the arm. And if I mounted it all up in the front of the motorhome and the two captain's chairs, because they can spin, and have them aiming at each other, then maybe we could have a podcast in the motorhome. Yeah, you could do StreamYard. I don't know why I would do StreamYard, because StreamYard's primarily for when you want to bypass YouTube's streaming rules. I'm using, I have Streamlabs, but I'm not using Streamlabs. I'm using OBS Studio. I'm using an open source version of Streamlabs, but But having an actual little studio built would be kind of neat. Oh, I could see what you're up to using StreamYards. I see. I know that we did play some chess not too long ago. I checked in on you, by the way. I checked in on your games. You haven't played in a minute, but it does record all your games. So I can actually see... I can actually see how you've been playing. And I can analyze your gameplay. And then whoop your ass. Let me find you. Puff, puff, pass. My bad. I forgot that I was even hitting this. I forgot it existed. Here's Liberated. Here he is. Let's see. Yeah, so loss. Win. We can actually see it move by move, too. Yeah, you're not on much. It's all good. I'm not on all the time, either. Whenever I have a few minutes, if I was, like, taking a shit, I'll play some chess. But this is Liberated in the chat. This is his chess game. Oh, this is... Wait, did I just start a new game? Oh, no, there it is. Oh, you abandoned your game. That's why it ended. This one you just bounced. Like right there, you were like, I'm done. I'm out of here. Could have killed his knight. This is... I don't know if anyone out there plays chess, but if you do, we could play a chess game together. I do be digging some chess. Pass. Let me see. What meme do I want to show y'all next? After this, I am going to be getting some food. Oh, this is another news article. I don't know if I showed you guys that one or not. This one was funny. Also not a meme. But, it's kind of dense. So we're going to go through it together. Alright, you ready? This is a flyer that clearly was posted on like a bulletin board somewhere. And I wouldn't mind making one of these and posting it around because it's pretty funny, but... Are you pissed? Try my experimental dance therapy. I have strategies to cool down. It worked for me and I'm intense. I will teach you how to be less pissed through dance, before and after. So stupid. It's so stupid. I haven't checked this QR code yet. I don't know if I want to, but guaranteed... or I double your money back. I accept Bitcoin. Oh, good. If you are serious about change, the website is I'mPissed.net. My son Henry is in Thumpasaurus music. What the fuck is happening? Oh, the before and after, dude. The before and after got me. Oh, it's so funny. I'll teach you to be less pissed through dance. I know some people that could use this. I know some people that need the after. They're here. They're on the before. They need the after. I know some people. They need this. This is what they're missing. That's all you gotta do, and then you'll go to that. So stupid. No, the before and afters gets me every time, dude. Alright, I kind of do want to go to I'mPissed.net now. Let's see. I'm pissed. Oh, I definitely just wrote it like a sentence. Bro. Nuh-uh. Okay. I gotta show you guys this. Hold on. Let me pull this up. There's more. There's fucking more. This guy is my spirit animal, I think. Let's go to his I'mPissed.net. I don't know if you guys already have. Oh. What? Oh, I spelt it wrong. Alright. This guy is unhinged. I don't know what, welcome is, I think, what that's supposed to say. I spent 25 days at the St. Louis Zoo. During this time, I noticed that the animals had a secret. Bro. I replicated their movements, and all of a sudden I was able to manage my father's anger and So this guy's actually serious, though. He's not trolling. This is real. Bro. There's his dad, I guess. Instead of going to college, I started teaching classes. I've always been an intense guy, so I wanted my classes to mirror my internal conflict with my dad. Oh my god, this is actually getting kind of weird. Like some guy with daddy issues. You have to want it. And he has staff. They look exactly as I would expect their staff to look. Sign up. I have all of them. Follow my son's band, now accepting Bitcoin. Oh my gosh. Mental karate, his other courses, making good choices, and your quest. Mental karate. I do that all the time. Bro, this guy is serious, though. He's in Monrovia, California. You have to want it. Oh no, dude. Before and after. That's the before. Oh gosh. They don't even look like, there's not even a picture of anyone dancing. There is no one dancing, and they're all wearing wife beaters. Why the fuck are they wearing wife beaters and jeans and black shoes? That guy doesn't. So it's just wife beater and jeans and a belt. Is that their uniform? Like, this is, except for her. Like, that's the cult leader. She's higher ranking in the cult. B&K says, I'm signing up. You might end up in a wife beater and jeans somewhere drinking Kool-Aid. But dance will take you to the cult. This guy is your leader. He's your leader. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Because he mimicked them. Not one of them is doing this. None of these animals are doing that. None of them. Oh, I can't believe this is real. I thought it was just some guy being hilarious. I hope he's still being hilarious. Oh, he big mad. Oh, it's 3 minutes? I'm not watching all that.
Hi, Lucas. How are you feeling?
Oh my god. No way. Okay. I'm gonna get copyrighted. I'm gonna get copyrighted. I didn't know that was gonna be a song. Wow. Okay, bro. He'll be in your area. He'll be in Winnipeg. He'll be in Saskatoon, Edmonton, and Vancouver. Clearly, he's not in California. He's in Canada. This is Monrovia, Canada. It's gotta be, not California. Oh no! Of course, this came out of the Canadians. All right, well, bro, I'm glad we went down that rabbit hole. I was just gonna show you the meme. I didn't know that was gonna be a whole thing. I'm gonna get copyrighted for that song. But that was an adventure. B&K, don't sign up for that. You're gonna end up in a wife beater somewhere. Wife beater and blue jeans. Oh man, what a ride! I did not expect all that. I just honestly was expecting the meme. That's all that. This just someone. He actually posted this though. It must have been real. I thought he was just kidding. I thought this was a joke. I should have known. I wonder what the Thumpasaurus music is. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. It's probably gonna be worse. That must have been that must have been his son who did that video. That must have been his son. I see. All right. Well, there's your meme of the week. I think I got one more maybe. Show it here in a little bit. Oh, I got a couple more. Yeah, I do have a couple more. Yeah, I'll show you some more memes. Let's move along from that traumatic, whatever the hell that was. Ugh. Oh man, that was a wild ride. I'm sorry for dragging you guys with me. Sometimes you just bring the people that you love down the most, you know. Sometimes you don't even mean to, but you bring the people you care about the most down with you, and I didn't mean to do that. I already ordered the outfit off Amazon. Oh, of course you did. Like, one for each day, you got 6 pairs. What if they make you get that other tattoo? What if they make you get that tattoo? What if this is their, like, this is what they expect from you? You have to get this tattooed on you. Can you imagine that sticking out? That's like, what's looking back at you? Just dead head. What if it was like a doll arm sticking out? What other funny things could you put on a plug? Just a light bulb? Not as funny as this. What a fucking rabbit hole that was. I don't know why that I should have checked it before the live stream to make sure, like. Yeah, I didn't know that was gonna be a music video. That'll copyright this video. That's all right. I've had a few of my videos copyrighted over the years. But that guy is going to get, a nickel for me playing the intro to his YouTube channel on my channel, and then he's going to find my channel probably, because it'll tell him who he's splitting that with. Already ordered the outfit off Amazon. I feel like that's pretty much the outfit for most cults, aren't they? Like, don't you have to be like, pretty much bare minimum, bare nothing? Wasn't that? No, they were wearing like orange or red, but the Rajneesh people, they took over Oregon at one point, poisoned a whole town. Oh, that was crazy. Anyways, what were we talking about? Liberated saying that their computer freezes, and it just froze. You got back just in time, dude. Just in time to watch that crazy rabbit hole. Oh, man, I can't believe I killed the battery on my van. Hopefully that jump pack is enough. Like, hopefully it's charged enough, because after this live stream, I'm gonna jumpstart the van and see if I can get it loaded up. But I got here yesterday, stayed the night, and looks like I'll be here the rest of the day. I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna care. I'm actually like right on the side of this road where a bunch of semi trucks drop their trailers, and yeah, I think that this will be a fine spot, sir. I think it'll be fine, me staying the day. I'm not actually in the Love's parking lot, but I am at a random truck stop. I'm looking at it. And of course, it's really obnoxious because, there's always like some sort of food options at truck stops. And the last truck stop I was at had an Arby's as the food option. And this one, the only spot in the area I found parking, is also an Arby's. And I was like, thinking I could drive the van to go get some other food, but no, I can't. So, I'll cook food. I'll just have to cook my own food. Whatever. I don't have to. Arby's is like my least favorite. Let's do a poll. Oh, can I? Oh, here we go. I'm going to create a poll real quick. Favorite. So give me some fast food options. everyone. Obviously, there's McDonald's. Everyone knows McDonald's. And Burger King. Oh, I can only put 4 options? Oh, that's lame. That's weak. Weak sauce. Alright, fine. Fine. That's lame. Oh, yes, yeah, I can only do 4 options on this. And it's blocking half the chat. I've never done this before. The poll. But whoever wins the poll, whichever one wins the poll, will add that to the next one, and we'll add some more options. Here we have Arby's, and nobody's gonna pick fucking Arby's, dude. Nobody's gonna pick Arby's. What's up, Ethan Bobby? Good to see you, dude. Hey Zig, you know your change is more valuable than you think. If you have dimes or quarters from 64 or older, they're worth a bit more than face value. Yeah, I don't, dimes are 350, quarters are 904. That's cool. I don't often look at my change like that, but maybe I should. You never know. You collect up enough of them. I don't know when the last time I saw a coin from the 1900s is, as a matter of fact. But to be honest with you, I don't really use a lot of cash. I'm actually sitting here wondering where the hell my change is. Oh, I got my change right here. I don't use cash very often. So I don't often get change. So, but I have a little bit right here I could look at. I'm grabbing it. I have a little bit of change here. I don't think that any of them are from 64. Carl's Jr., 50%. What's it tied with? Can I see? I can't extend. There we go. Oh, it's not tied with anything. McDonald's got Burger King didn't get anything. I don't blame you guys. Wendy's is pretty good. I thought that would do a little bit better, but Carl's Jr. won this. Let's go ahead and cut it. All right, now Carl's Jr., Taco Bell. Let me do it again. We'll keep Carl's on there. Taco Bell. Is Domino's fast food? What other fast foods is there? Oh, there's In and Out. Let's see if I got anything from... I bet you I don't have anything from before 2000. Yeah, that's not... Can't see a damn thing in here. $2005. You know what? This is just telling me that I need glasses. That's what it's telling me. 2022. Oh, a dime. $2005. Ooh, it's a Carl's Jr. got 60%. Nobody picked Domino's. You guys don't like pizza. You guys don't like pizza, huh? Damn, I thought Domino's would do better. I like Domino's. You guys are just Domino's racist. None of my quarters are it. Nope. Another dime. Pawn shop will pay, huh? Oh, this is 19 something. 19. I might need to zoom in on it with my camera because I can't read it. I'm too old and blind. Oh, it's a 1970 dime. Not quite 64. 1970 from Detroit. Not quite old enough, but that's cool. I did have an older dime. I didn't think that I would. Maybe I should go through my coins more often. Yeah, 1970. Oops. Yep. That's what I got. The oldest one I got is 1970. Yeah, phone camera works better when you can zoom in. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. I do need glasses though. I'm starting to struggle with like seeing small print, you know what I mean? That's how old I am now. Finally that old. Actually, as soon as I lowered that, a bunch of heat came in. Well, looks like Carl's Jr. won it again. Is Carl's Jr. everyone's favorite? Do you guys have a all right, I'll make another poll. We'll see how Carl's Jr. stands up against these. Huh? Let's see. We'll see how Carl's Jr. does against these. I'm trying to think of other fast food places. Oh. There we go. Let's do it again. I've never done the poll thing on my channel before, so this is what we're working with. Oh, Carl Jr. on top for a minute. Well, then vote for it. It's on the poll. Vote for Burgerville. It's right there. Carl's Jr.'s got 100% of the vote. Burgerville's losing next to Subway and Arby's. Or maybe I need to update my page. I'm not really sure. I've never done the poll thing, so who knows how accurate it is. Oh, Carl's Jr. dropped down to 67%. There's got competition here for Burgerville, 33%. So it looks like, to me, 2 people for Carl's, 1 for Burgerville. I wonder who that one person was. So everyone, like, not everyone's, but Carl's Jr. is there, nobody's suggesting anything except B&K. They suggested Burgerville. Threw that on there. I know that Burgerville isn't actually all that common. I'm trying to think of some East Coast. Oh, you know what? Here, I'm gonna. Oh, I can't make a poll while this is up. Okay, well, I got an idea for the next poll. Popeyes. Okay, Popeyes. All right. You guys ready for the next meme of the week while we're doing the poll? Let's check this one out. Let's see. This is me. I felt called out by this, so I decided to capture it and share it with you guys. But you know, tomatoes are gross. Tomatoes are not good. I don't care. They're an apple that didn't get to finish or something. They got aborted. They didn't get to become an apple, and they got like stuck halfway. But I do be digging some pizza and some spaghetti, and I'll eat ketchup. But I won't bite into an apple. Won't do it. But yep, gross. And then you act like you're a snob, like, oh, tomatoes are good. You know what I don't like in my pasta though is like chunks of tomato. You know, like authentic Italian pasta spaghetti is gonna have chunks of tomato in it. Not a fan. I'll eat around those. That's the next meme of the week. I think I got a couple more I could show you before the live stream's over. And then we can run through them all. Alright, so Arby's got a vote. That surprises me. Alright. Some of y'all are sick bastards. Arby's. I'm so over Arby's. I just ate it the last 2 days, so maybe I'm biased. But I am over Arby's for sure. Alright, let's end that poll. If you wanna get your votes in, get them in now. I'll give it another minute. And I know there's a delay, so I'll take that delay into account. But I don't know which one of you sick bastards voted for Arby's, but you got problems nobody else has, man. Alright, ending the poll and starting another one. We can throw some Popeyes in there. I know which. Some of y'all don't even know what Carl's Jr. is. So let's. Yeah, we'll do Popeyes. Alright, there we go. Carl's Jr. seems to be winning out, dude, at least with my fans. Seems like my people have good taste. You know what I mean? You guys know what good food is. Schlotsky's gets a vote. Come on, what's up with Hardee's? Nobody likes Hardee's? What's going on? Do y'all know what Hardee's is? Some of you have to. So for those who aren't in the live stream, you're watching this later, this is what we're doing. You should be able to bring up the live chat and see the polls that we're doing. But it also, the results of the polls are getting posted in the live chat. So if you bring up the live chat, you'll be able to see what's going on. Alright, everyone's some hardcore Carl's Jr. fans. Alright. Well, once I get the van going, that's where I'm going to go. I'll drive to Carl's Jr. and I'll get myself a meal. That's what we're doing. Since that's what y'all voted for. Which is good, because I know there's one down the road. I'm not sure if there's a Popeyes or a Schlotsky's. I know there's not a Hardee's. And I don't want to have Arby's. Even though Arby's got a vote, I think whoever that was probably just... I mean, you need a hug, man. You need a hug. It's okay. It'll be okay. I promise. It'll be fine. I don't know why I'm a little bit anxious. I think it's because of the van being dead at the moment. Like, I don't think I'm going to get a knock. I think I'll be okay here for another night. But I don't know. I just think maybe it's just like, I want to get further south. You know, I want to get a little closer, a little closer, a little closer. And maybe that's what it was, because that's what my expectations for the day was, that I'd be driving right now, getting a little better, closer to the desert, which I'm not quite there yet. And life had other options. Actually, earlier me had other ideas, and now my van's dead. So this thing should get charged. I was, pretty happy that I have this thing, first of all. If you guys don't remember how I got the jump pack, here, let me show you. This jump pack I've had with me for a minute. But once upon a time, your boy Zig was staying in Vanagon, right? And Vanagon, I parked it in the shade. Because something you can do when you have solar is jump start yourself off of your solar system. I could do that right now if I had solar, or if I had power, if I had jumper cables that reached from my batteries to my van, I could do that. Or I could just fire up the motorhome and do it if my batteries reach, which they don't. So I'm doing it this way. Anyways, I was staying in Long Beach. I had parked in the shade, and I had done the same thing. I left the key on and killed the van again. And I didn't have anyone to jumpstart me, and it was coming down time where the spot that I was parked at was no parking in that spot after like 9 o'clock or whenever it was. So little old Zig, I ended up renting one of those scooters, and one of those like Lime scooters or whatever, and I scooted I scooted over to AutoZone. Now keep in mind, I'm in Long Beach, and it's real nice in Long Beach, right? On the beach. It's where all the nice homes are. Safe. But it's not like Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood was singing that song because it's nice everywhere in Long Beach. And the closest AutoZone was in the ghetto. And so I scooted, little white boy on my scooter, all the way into the ghetto to the AutoZone. I bought this jump pack. And when you have the Lime scooters, you have to leave them in a specific spot, right? So I had to leave it across the street from the AutoZone on the corner. And the whole time I'm in the AutoZone, I'm thinking, I really hope somebody doesn't grab that. So I have to walk back, because I'm in an area where there is no Lime scooters laying around like there is on the beach. And I bet you it was like a 3-mile scoot, maybe 4-mile scoot on that thing, to pick up this jump pack and get back before like the became a no parking zone. And oh man, it was a crazy day. Having to scoot around the ghetto, dude, like fucking little white boy on my Lime scooter going through fucking Long Beach. But I got it. I got the jump pack, and I've still got, I'm charging it right now so I can get the van jumped and boogie on down the road and get to the next camp spot. I'm kind of keeping it, obviously, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm keeping my location kind of close to the chest. But I am somewhere in between here and there on my way there. And that'll just have to be it, As I get closer to the Southwest, dude, there are people who people like Alaska. I know that motherfucker watches my channel. And he's a fucking weird one. And, the whole Slabs found out who he is, and he's mad about it. So my location is going to be kind of close to the chest. There's other people like him that just aren't going to get to know where I'm at. Because they're fucking idiots. So looks like on the first poll, Carl's Jr. won with 50% of the votes. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King lost. Burger King didn't get a vote. Carl's Jr. won on the second poll against Taco Bell, In-N-Out, and Domino's. Domino's got no votes. That disappoints me. I kind of, I was rooting for you, Domino's, because I was considering having Domino's tonight, but no. And then Carl's Jr. won on the third one against Arby's, Burgerville, and Subway. Subway got no votes again. And there was another poll. I don't know where it went. They didn't post the results of it. Oh, there it is. Carl's Jr. won again with 80% of the votes against Schlotsky's, Hardee's, and Popeyes. Dude, that Hardee's one was funny. Like, Hardee's is Hardee's is Carl's Jr. It's the same place. It's the same restaurant. It's just one's on the East Coast, one's on the West Coast. That's all. That's all that is. I lost my chat on this side of things, so there it is. I think it's back. I'm old. Old and broken. I gotta stretch my life away. I think when this thing's done charging, it like turns a different color, but all I see is red. So I don't know how long this thing takes to charge, to be completely honest with you. Did the polls bore everybody? Where'd everyone go? Did everyone leave? Am I talking to myself? I got more memes. Please, sir, can I have some less polls? Please, sir, can I have some less? Let's see what other memes I got. Oh, I got one for you guys. And not everyone's gonna be able to relate to this, but the stoners can. The stoners will be able to relate to this. We still talk about you, 2011 Blue Dream. We do. That was such a good strain. Blue Dream. And it was everywhere. Like, you couldn't go anywhere without finding it. Yep. Stoners will relate. Stoners will know. You know what I'm talking about. I grabbed that one for you guys. The next one is also like a news release, right? And then we'll go through them all. But I have another news release. Not quite as, I mean, it's still a little more exciting than, sorry, it's a little more exciting than a drive-thru in a Starbucks. Why that ever made the news is beyond me, but this one features a drive-thru. Don't they fucking all, except for the ones like inside of Safeway, don't they all have a drive-thru? Anyways, way to go, Starbucks. You figured out the drive-thru. This one, it comes out of Aspen. The Aspen Times reports that the city of Aspen will improve pedestrian access at Glory Hole Park from September 22nd to October 3rd, closing 9 parking spaces nearby. 9, huh? That's impressive. That's a lot of people that can bring to Glory Hole Park. I can, why haven't they changed the name of this yet? Like, why is that still that, like, you, okay, so I assume when they named this park, this name, that didn't have, like, it didn't mean something else. You know, it meant glory. Maybe there's a hole there. I don't know. Maybe there's a pond. It's got water in it. Sure, there's your hole. But now it means something different. You know, a language changes over time. It's a living language that we have here. So things change. Meanings change. Why they still have the name of this park as Glory Hole Park is beyond me. I don't know why they haven't changed that yet. What goes down in this park exactly? Like, I have questions. I got lots of questions about this, but there you have it. if you are planning on using that Glory Hole Park, you won't be able to from September 22nd to October 3rd. Clearly, I grabbed this a few weeks ago. But it just now, I think I might have shared this one a few weeks back. I'm not sure, but I wanted to share it again because it was funny. But you guys got me, let's say, for another, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. I'm going to be getting out of here, headed farther south tomorrow. Going to be getting some fuel when I get out of here. Buying some of that California diesel. It's like $5.15 here, I think, which is actually cheaper than the last spot that was $5.25, but still over $5 a gallon. If anyone wants to throw down, kick down on a gallon of California diesel, $5, man. That's all it'll take. So my links are at the top of the chat. They're in the description of this video. And we can just, bullshit for the next 20, 30 minutes or so. But then I am going to go get some food. And since I actually can't get to Carl's Jr., I think that I might have to get some fucking Arby's. Actually, no, I do have food in my fridge that I should cook. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cook some food. I'm going to stop being lazy. I don't have to be in travel mode right now. I can actually take a breath, turn the propane on, cook some food. That's probably what I'll do. I've just got to convince myself now. Don't be lazy, Zig. Cook some food. You've got good food. It needs to be eaten. Let's see what I got. I bet you I do have some food. I just need to just cook. Hell yeah, I do. I got foods. I got breakfast food. I got some potatoes I could fry up. I got this soda I forgot about. So somebody not too long ago in my live stream was trying to troll me, right? They were like, how do you ask for money when you can afford to give yourself a soda? And I was like, I don't know. Like I said earlier, for someone who makes $1,000, oh yeah, you guys don't like this? You guys don't like this? Is that enlarged enough? My bad. Is that gooder? Enlarge your screen. For somebody who makes $1,000 a month, I think that it's pretty cool. I can afford to splurge on a soda from time to time. Oh, did the microphone pick that up? I'm always so nervous about 20-ounce sodas because they explode it's like a delayed explode. Right, you open it and then it's like, and then it shoots up, and you're like, oh, trying to tighten it. You thought you were safe because it didn't happen right away. Oh, that's almost frozen too. It's so good. That's yummers. What is the date today? Oh, it's the 12th. I should find out how much YouTube's paying me this month. I'll get it at the end of the month, but I haven't looked yet, so I'll be getting because last month, if you remember, I made $97. Last month was $97. I made it I didn't make that in a month, but that's how much I was. You can't cash out your YouTube money until you make it to 100. And last month I made it to $97 fucking dollars. And that was after 2 months. And this month, I made it over 100. Yay. So I'll get some YouTube money later. Soda's $1, not gonna put you into poverty. That's fair. I mean, honestly, they're not $1 anymore. Sodas are like $2, maybe more, $2.50. So it's a little more than $1, but you can get those 99-cent Arizona iced teas. I do get those sometimes if they have the one I like. They're supposed to stay 99 cents, but even those sometimes, some stores sell them for more. But I think I got 2 sodas for $4. And you're right, that won't put me into poverty. But sometimes I do have to like consider like, all right, $4. That's like almost a carton of eggs. That's food, or a soda. So there's definitely like times where for weeks all I get is water. That's all I can afford. That's what you're drinking. So if I can afford to give myself a fucking soda sometimes, I think I'm doing all right. The fact that I make $1,000 a month and I have property, I have this motorhome, I have a second vehicle, and I'm able to transport it, very slowly. It's taken me months to get down south, if you've noticed, right? Like, we drove to Sacramento, that was $400, and that was the beginning of last month. So, it might take me 3 months to get all the way south, to get all the way to like the valley. It's nobody's business what's in your wallet. I agree. But I still do get trolls, and a lot of you people do donate to me and might be curious, but you're right, it isn't anyone's business. But this person in particular I was talking about was trying to throw shade at me for being able to afford a soda, I guess. But in any case, I think I'm out of memes. You guys want to go through them? Have I shown them all? I think that "Are You Pissed" one was the wildest one. Yeah. Yep. So there's that first one. Again, I'd like to see like a doll arm on the top of one of those. But I still don't understand what's with the tattoo. Like, I want this tattooed on me. I wonder if that was a pet. Like a pet that they had. Okay, imagine the taxidermist you have to take this to. Be like, I want I shot this squirrel. I want it on this butt plug. Because my wife likes squirrels. And I'm going to propose to her with it. Anyways. Worst advice I was ever given as a kid was to eat all your food. So you'll be big and strong. Now just fucking look at me. Look at me! Yeah, I relate hard to this. Fucking tomatoes are gross, but the things that you make the things that you make with tomatoes are not gross. 2011 Blue Dream, good times. You know why I know this strain? So if you do the math, right? 2011, where was Zig? Zig was in the Army. I was in the National Guard at the time. I had just came home from Iraq. I deployed in 2010. I came home in 2011. I had 4 months off. And then I deployed back to the Middle East in 2012. In that 4 months, in 2011, this is the only strain that I smoked. And then I lost rank for smoking weed. So, yeah, that's my memories of 2011 Blue Dream. Let's have a moment of silence for all the poor people who have to winterize their campers because they aren't snowbirds. Womp womp. This guy, that was probably the best. That was probably the best. Are you pissed? Experimental. He's got to put that in there. Try my experimental dance therapy. I have strategies to cool down. What is happening right here on the flyer next to it? Is that a gun? What is happening there? I have strategies to cool down. This guy's straight like blasting him. Anyways, it works for me and I'm intense. I don't, dude, this guy probably is intense for sure. And this is the before and after, dude. Just got me. The before, after. Like, It doesn't even look like he danced in between those pictures. Doesn't look like he moved in between those pictures. So if like dancing is the therapy, why you didn't go anywhere? All you did was smile, dude. Guaranteed or double your money back. I'm doing this and I'm gonna do it. I want to go and I want to get double my money back. I'm doing it without smiling or laughing. This is not going to be me after. I'm going to hurt myself. And even though it's experimental, I'm suing. I'm suing him. You heard it here first, folks. And this guy just wants to shoot him. And then my dumbass, if you're serious about change, my website is I'mPissed.net. I went to it. It's real. I'm sure he does accept Bitcoin. I'mPissed.net. If you're curious, go to I'mPissed.net. If you're watching this after the fact. And I don't think this guy's very pissed. I don't, even like in his angry photo, like look at him. He doesn't look very mad. He genuinely doesn't. It can't be that much if refunds are available. Yeah, that's true. Wonder how much he charges. He'll double your money back. So like, oh, here's $10. Sorry you didn't like it. Oh, that's so good. Anyways, moving along. Glory Hole Park is going to be closed. Well, it was closed last month. There's nine parking spaces nearby that you weren't going to be able to use. At Glory Hole Park in Aspen. I'm still wondering why they haven't changed the name of this park. But maybe they know something I don't. I mean, maybe it really is Glory Hole Park. And then my local news from Bend, Oregon, the new Starbucks next to Costco features a fucking drive-thru. That was the news that they had on the docket. That's the news that they thought was important in 2025 with everything that's going on in the world. I don't know if you guys have heard of what's going on in Nigeria, or Gaza, Palestine. What's going on in America? Nope, this is what they decided to feature. They decided to feature the Starbucks figured out the technology of a drive-thru. So, memes of the week, guys. That was all of them. If you guys want your memes featured, send me funny ones. You can send them to my Facebook. You can send them to my email. Memes are not a dying art. They still exist. We're just going to find the ones that aren't political or divisive of any kind of Charlie Kirk shit, please. I've already seen them. But let's find the ones that are going to bring us together instead of dividing us. And we can just remember that we're neighbors and Americans, and the world is after us. The world really does want to see us fail, and why are we giving it to them? So, something to think about. If you do want it, you sent me one. Let me see. You did, but I can't feature it on this. Maybe the next one. Let's see. This is me. So yeah, I'll put it on the next memes of the week. I'm going to save it right now. But I have to do these. When I do these, I have to transfer them to my computer. So it can't be like right before the stream, during the stream. It has to be before the stream. So if you guys see a funny meme throughout the week, screenshot it or download it and send it to me. And if it's funny enough, like that one's pretty good, I'll feature it on the next live stream I do like this. Now, I live stream a few different ways, right? One of the ways that I live stream is from my phone, and I can't do memes of the week that way because I don't have the software. So I have to actually set everything up. I have to set my laptop up. I have to plug in the second screen. I have a bunch of dongles connected to the microphone now, and then the camera. Plus, I'm running off of my solar. So, there's a whole setup before I stream this way. And is the point I'm getting at. So I don't always do the memes of the week, but I do try to keep up with it now that it's become a thing I do. A way for us to like hang out and laugh together and, remember that we're Americans first. Maybe, I know not all of us are Americans. I know that there's some folks from across the pond. You guys are watching from the outside looking in, and I'm sure that you see it. I'm sure that you see what's going on. So, it doesn't have to be like that every day, all day. This can be your break. Sharon says, hey, Halloween's coming. Love to hear something from Halloween. You love to hear something from Halloween, like a meme? A meme from Halloween? Yeah, maybe there will be memes from Halloweens. I honestly don't know where I'll be for Halloween yet. I'm not sure. Halloween is like my favorite holiday now. It used to be 4th of July, but for personal reasons, it's not anymore. But Halloween is a pretty good holiday, and it might still be my favorite, or it might be my new favorite. Because, it's cool. You get fucking candy for just showing up to someone's door. I mean, the kids do. Everyone gets to dress up and stuff, and party. That's fun. You guys got me for another 15 minutes. That was a couple hours. I took out a little bit of this roach left. We'll finish that before the stream's over. And then I'm hungry, dude. I'm going to cook some food up. I'm going to cook me some breakfast for lunch. Maybe, I have a pear here I'll probably have to eat too. I like pears. And wait for this jump pack to finish charging. If you would hurry up, that'd be great. See, this thing is still showing red. And I think the other side is lit up when it's done. Oh, whoa, that's blind. Yeah, it's still red. So, I don't know. I'm going to let it charge up for a couple more hours. And then, hopefully, even if it's red, maybe it'll still jump the van. And get that loaded up and plugged back in. And then boogie on down south a little farther. Tomorrow morning, I'll probably take off from this spot. I don't feel like driving anymore today. I did feel like it when I woke up. I'm like, I'm all motivated. Let's hook the van up. Oh, shit. I left this on for, a long time. That battery's dead. So I don't know how well this thing will work. But I'm kind of wondering if it's plugged in, like it is now, to an extension cord. If that extension cord reaches the van, if I could jump it off of the extension cord power. I'm not sure, though. And I don't want to fuck anything up or start a fire, so. But it's probably okay, right? Right? Oh, well. I'm not going to find out the hard way anyways. Do you guys want to see what my screen looks like when I'm doing these live streams? Because I can. Let's see. I can show you this. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Give me 1 second. There it is. This is what my screen looks like. Now there's a whole bunch of me. I'm sure that's very disorienting. But, yeah, there's more behind that too. But I see the chat up here in the corner. And I have two options, two windows that, actually my chat's right here. But I have two options, this is when I'm queuing up something. If I'm the BRB. That's how I do it. This is, there's Dave. There's D-Lo in the house. And that's how I transition between all these pages. He's the one I say does all this stuff. He's the one I'm claiming does all this stuff. But he doesn't. We'd be like, hey, D-Lo, pull up memes of the week. If I had my other camera set up, this would have both cameras on here. So if Dave was sitting on the couch like he does, the other camera could be aiming at him, and then we could have both of us on stream. But this is the software I'm using to do all that. So, yeah. Enlarge your screen. You enlarge your screen. Looks complicated. I mean, it isn't once you figure it out. The other option I have is seemingly it's not as intuitive, dude. Streamlabs. I'll show y'all what that shit looks like because it's a shit show. And it's primarily for gaming, it seems like. It's loading right now. Yeah, this is the other thing I have to deal with all the time. Although it's probably loading slow because I'm streaming at the moment. But we'll wait for that to load. But it's like even a bigger shit show. It's similar-ish. But like I said, it's primarily for gaming. And it's kind of similar. You know, there's the feed, or the last thing that's happened on my channel. You know, Genie sending a super chat. But you can change your, like, you can change your layout, and when you go to the pre-selected ones that they have pre-built, they're all for gaming, all of them. It's clearly for like video games, and I've like pulled these up and been like, no, this ain't my channel. No, this ain't my channel. No, that's not my channel. No, that's not really for me. So there's none that I've found that are like travel or whatever. It's all like, oh, coffee lovers. That's stupid. There's nothing. It's all Grand Theft Auto, Rivals, these anime, World of Warcraft, Fortnite, Call of Duty, pixel art, charity, music, Counter-Strike. You know what I mean? And I have tried to go live with this before, and it always gets hung up on the live. So I don't use Streamlabs that much. I will tinker with it some more and see if I can figure it out. But so far, it hasn't really cooperated with me. You guys hear that? Driving past? Does my microphone pick that up? Or does it noise cancel things in the distance? Because I'm not sure. I can't hear. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? So I am curious. Hold on one second. Yeah, you can hear the crickets. Yeah. Yeah. Did that semi truck sound like it was like right on top of the microphone? So you guys got me for another, let's say, 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna cook some food. Get some food in me. I am going to be pulling out of here tomorrow. Like I said, I thought it would be today. But I'll be pulling out of here tomorrow. I'm going to get a couple more hours down the road. It'll probably cost $100 in fuel. Honestly. I wish I was joking. But each hour it seems like it's about a quarter tank of fuel. No, it'll be like $50 in fuel. Because it's like $200 to fill this thing up. Which I did catch on video the other day. It was like 190. I prepaid 200, but it was 194. And I fill up when I'm at a quarter tank. And so in Oregon that was $177. Here it was $194. It's only $20 more. Actually, I thought it was gonna be more, but it's still like $200 to fill up. So yeah, if anyone wants to sponsor a gallon of California gas, California diesel, So it's $5.25 a gallon, $5.15 here actually. It's a little cheaper than the last spot. My links are all at the top of the chat, pinned to the top. You can also find all my YouTube, or you already know where my YouTube is. You can also find all my other social media on there. My email is on there. Pretty soon, I'm also hoping to start a website, like a Nomadic Zig website. So, put all my videos up on there too, like the links to all my videos on there, maybe like sagas or whatever, and I'll update it with memes of the week, and also have like hopefully when I start this other channel, I'll bridge all the channels together through that website, right? And have my merch store linked on there and all that stuff. So yeah, any and all donations will be excellent, much appreciated, and I appreciate everyone being here. I hope you enjoyed the memes of the week in the live stream. I'll probably be on, I don't know, in the next couple of days again. We'll see, how it goes. It's hard for me. That's the thing about some YouTubers. They're able to plan out, like I'm going to be on live stream, once a week on this day, and release a video once a week on this day. And they're able to get their, grow their audience that way, and that's fine. My life ain't that stable. I can't always dedicate it to doing that. Sometimes I'm not going to be able to go live, but when I have more time on my hands, I go live more often. And right now I have nothing but time on my hands when I'm not driving. So whenever I get to the next spot, I'll hang out with you guys again. And then until then, miles of smiles.